morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. We're heading off on adventure. How about that? Just say adventure to the woods, because I deal with it. First, I gotta get my coffee, everyone, because I wanted to get out early so that I can get my coffee. So, hey, honey. Oh. Hold on a second. How's everybody doing this morning? I just said. Sit there, refers on. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Richard's up with me and 3 others, right? We'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, everyone, and sit and talk. Let me grab my coffee. I'm going to make sure that I have my wallet with me, because if I have my wallet with me, okay. I was going to say, if I don't have my wallet with me, how the hell am I going to get a cup of coffee? Can't scan my eyeballs. Oh my gosh, right? I saw this, okay, let's talk about this. Is someone, like, are we literally almost getting obsolete anymore with money, everyone? So, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they said that, if you go to any, like, some states, it's not all states, that, like if you go to a sporting event or something like that, you have to put the money into this kiosk, and then you get this card back. And so you know how there's a lot of food vendors and everything else, like, at the sporting events and stuff. And I had a theory about it. I was telling my friend my theory about it, and let's hear your theory. So, I guess as soon as you go in, you have to put your money in the kiosk, because you don't just go around and pay each vendor or something. And I like that idea. As a business person, I will tell you exactly why. But, so my friend's like, no, I really think they're trying to eliminate people from paying with money, with cash, and wanting everybody to pay with a card or their certain particular card. And the only thing that I don't like about that is that you just have to pay for that certain area. How about if you have like $25 on that card? Well, then, I guess it's to keep you coming back if you don't spend it. So that's what a friend of his was saying. Hello, good morning. Yeah, no, I'm not. I want to keep the roof like that. I could have done the roof over, everybody. Let's leave it for the ambiance of the show, please. Let's leave the roof as it is, okay? This is the taping van. This is the van where it all happens. So we cannot change that, right? We got to leave it crazy. I'll tell you the story of the roof really quick, and then let me get back into, are we going into a cashless society? Okay, so last year, a lot of people were donating to my channel. And so I said, okay, cool. I'll put your name on the top of my roof of my van, because hey, I'm goofy like that, right? Yeah, some change is important. Well, I think so. Okay, so everybody that donated to the channel, I put their name up here in a magic marker, and little did I know that it would look so horribly crazy that it would look like I am honest to God nuts. So what I did was I had to cut it out. I wasn't using my brain, okay? I will admit I was not using my fucking brain. I promise you. Listen, I wasn't using my brain when I cut my whole roof out. There was nothing wrong with the top of my lining. There was fucking something wrong with me, okay? So I thought, okay, it looks kind of crazy. Maybe I just better, cut it out and redo it, right? Well, it just took a turn for the worse. So when I cut it out to redo it, holy shit. The more I cut, the worse it got. So, and the more I cut, all this stuff was falling down into my eyes. You know my beautiful eyes. You can't have that shit, man. I'm lucky I'm seeing. So all this shit was falling down into my eyes and everything. And so I got that far. And so, I'm just gonna have to take the rest of it out because it does look crazy, but this van is a rolling YouTube, Facebook, and it's a social media set. So I like it just like it is because it is a damn talking point. Because if you wouldn't see that, you wouldn't talk, you would be like, damn, you wouldn't say nothing about it. You wouldn't say a damn thing. So I like it, but the thing is, it does, I need to do something to it because if I bump my head or something like this, some of this stuff comes down, okay? So we can't have that. My eyes have been damaged from that stuff. Hold on a second, everyone. Hold on. I'll talk once I get my coffee. Hold on. And then we can just pull over for 1 second. Yeah. Can you see me, or is it... I will clean the screen as soon as... I thought I did. I will clean it as soon as I get done. 1 moment. You know... $3.59? Are you out of your mind? Okay. So, I mean, what the, oh my God. Okay, what was I talking about? Thank you, baby. Okay, so that's why I didn't do that. But it's really bad, and I'm scared that if I get too far back in, I'm just gonna have to take. Well, at some point in time, we're gonna just take everything out of the van and redo it. As a matter of fact, with my refurb skills, I am actually taking that back seat out, and I'm putting a sofa in there, a love seat in the back of this van. No joke. I am putting a little tiny sofa in the back of the van. So that's gonna so that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. So you can't wait for this refurb. I'm scared to do too much to this van, everyone, because you know it has a lot of miles on it. And I'm just afraid to do too much to it. I want to get another van or an RV to do, you know, but so I'm scared. That's why you haven't seen me do too much stuff in the van, because I just don't. That's why you haven't seen me. I could do this whole roof if I wanted to. I'm so afraid to do anything in the van go to puts because it has so many miles on it. Then what? We're sitting in a van that doesn't run. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I always taste it before I pull off because sometimes they forget this or that, but this one is really good. All right, so hold on a second. So somebody got their music blaring this early in the morning. All right, everybody. So, hi. Boy, this guy's jamming out this morning. He's got some cool music jamming too. I wish I could play music on here. But, you know, you can buy the rights to some music just to play it. And then maybe I will at some point in time so I can do some dance moves, right? But right now, I ain't worry about it. Good morning, baby. I love yous. I love yous. But, okay, so let's get back into this, everyone. So that's why the van's like that. And as a matter of fact, let's just keep the shit the way it is. I'm taking out the pillows for the refurbs, for the sit-thing chairs. Don't worry about it. This van is getting an overhaul. And I mean, it's getting a big overhaul. I'm not joking. So, let's get back into this cashless situation. So I was talking to my friend that was at a baseball game and was saying that, you know, you may have to put the you might have to start, you know, putting your cash in ahead of time, and then getting this card to buy things around the, you know, around the venue. Here's the thing that I like about that is, as a business person, there are so many, even managers, you can't trust managers. I'm telling you, my brother had a construction business, and this older couple, apparently they had a restaurant that was in business for years and years, and these new people had bought it and had my brother construction gut it out. Guess what fell on top of my brother's head, everybody? This ain't no lie. They were wondering why their business, there were so many people coming, but the revenue was not there. The manager was stealing the money, and when my brother went like that, all the receipts fell down on his head. I am telling you that just when you think you can trust your employees, don't think that you can, because your employees that been with you a long time, my good coffee, your employees that been with you a long time, they feel like you trust them, and you know you're in the mercy of them, because as a business person, you, if you're owning a restaurant or something, you may not be able to be there all the time and overseeing everything. Yes, you got cameras, and you can pull up cameras at every part of your business, right? But here's the thing, you know, it's hard when you have a very big business to track all of that stuff and have people totally reliable and totally trustworthy to be able to get the money accurately. So here's why I think it's good as a business person. They are not touching the cash. They cannot take the cash, and it all goes into your computer, right? And so there is no harm, no foul. So if the transaction of what you're paying for, the customer's paying for your business goes right into the computer and no one's touching the cash, they cannot steal that money from a small business, from a big business, whatever. And listen, us business people, no matter how big or small our company is, we cannot afford our money being stolen from us by our own employees that we pay every month. So therefore, that's why I think it's a good idea. And just like my friend was saying, and just like I was saying, it could be different, because if we go into a cashless society, which this is 2026, heading into 2027, life has to evolve. It doesn't matter. We can't stay back in the good old days, right? Where everything was written down on paper and nobody knew what you were doing. But here's the thing with going cashless is that then you cannot hide your assets. You cannot hide your cash. How many of us hide cash in various places? I do that because, you know, listen, you always hear about, you know, you don't trust the banks, and that's true. I had a friend of mine lose over $200,000. So, you know, I'm a firm believer that you can stash it back somewhere else, you know, that nobody knows about. But here's the thing with going cashless, nobody, even the older folk, people my age that have that older folk mentality about money, you cannot do that. You cannot hide the money anywhere, because there won't be, you see what I mean? So you can't hide it. So that's the downfall of it, is that the government and everybody will know exactly how much money you are worth, exactly down to the T, because if everything's electronic and you cannot hide anything, get what I'm saying? So there's a downfall to that, but and I think that part of it is not right. I think people should still be able to always use cash and always be able to hide it back if they want to. But so are we heading into this cashless society where, you know, you don't even need to pull out cash anymore? I don't even carry cash anymore, everybody. I just use my card. So I don't know. I'm just so used to it. I don't like touching money. I don't know. Like, it's so dirty now. People have so many he call me germophobic or something, but I truly think that, you know, a lot of diseases are transmitted, and a lot of people don't realize. Think about money, everyone, and how dirty it is. It is everybody's hands are on it, and so many people could be having these serious diseases out there, and they're touching that money, and then that money goes to the bank, and then those people can get sick. I mean, I'm just saying, it's crazy how dirty. Actually, I wonder if they put like a microscope under money, how many diseases would be there that would probably literally harm a lot of people. And you got to kind of go back and wonder. A lot of people are getting sick. A lot of people are getting cancer. I remember when I was little, I never even heard about cancer until a friend of ours, until a friend of my brother's, Tink, got cancer. And I never knew one person that had it, and I never even heard about it until Tink. And back in those days, they were saying this rare thing, right? Because hardly nobody, not very many people had cancer back in the day. And I'm only 58 years old, but I'm just saying, cancer is ramped up so bad, it seems like everybody has cancer. Back in the day, you didn't hear about it. So when Tink died, I mean, we couldn't believe it. It's like Tink died of this rare thing called cancer. And so, you know, it's just, so money, to me, I don't like touching it. So I just use my card. So I understand, I mean, you know, what the theory about that is, but do you want the government to know everything that you have? How much do you know? No, back in the olden days, they hid money in the walls. You're always taught, like, hide money. Like, I'm a firm believer in that. I think everybody should have a stash hidden somewhere, because, you know, banks can freeze your assets out of nowhere. I mean, I've had friends of mine where they didn't even do anything, and the banks froze their assets, and they didn't even know what was going on until it took weeks to unfreeze it. So putting your money in a bank, you know, is, you know, literally kind of like, I don't know, it could be frozen at any time. So that card could be frozen also. And that's what my friend was saying, that, you know, your card, you know, could be frozen if you use that kind of card. So, you know, it's a downfall and an upside to everything. Yeah, it's terrible. But, you know, if you don't have anything, you don't need to worry about it. I guess that's the old saying, right? But if you do have something, then you guys sit and think and worry about it. But so I just really think that the currency of money and the paper is going to be soon. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, you know, they took away our beloved little penny, you know, and I saved them. I used to save pennies. I mean, to this day, I still save pennies. My brother saves pennies. I've always saved pennies, and I've had so many pennies that I had to, so, you know, somebody gave me a whole bunch of pennies because they didn't want them anymore, and I gave them to my brother because he collects them. And I collected them, but what the hell am I going to do? You know, I have so much stuff, I can't have, you know, pennies. Yeah, the pennies, those pennies. But, so, what can you do? Yeah. So, oh, the comments. The comments never disappoint me at all. You motherfuckers never disappoint. Listen, if you're going to do this to me this early in the morning on a fucking Saturday morning of all days, just hit the like, the subscribe, and then, you know what? Say what you want to say. Let your words fall out. Because I don't want what is happening here. But okay, so you have to go in to, like, and in certain states, everybody, it's not in all states yet. My friend said it's not in all states yet. But so when you go into a venue, you're just using, well, which, okay, could make sense. All right, everybody. So if you're going to a baseball game, I love baseball. So if you're going to a baseball game, okay, it would make sense to just put your cash into a kiosk and get one of their cards and use that card throughout the place. If you're going to buy stuff, getting food at this part, you just give them that card instead of running through your pockets trying to get money, right? You're buying a souvenir, you're just going like this. So I understand that. I think that should really happen at sporting events, because I hate going to a basketball game or a baseball game and going like this. I'm like, damn, I gotta grab this change, right? So just having that, just putting that money in the kiosk and then getting your little card and you can run around and buy things or whatever is just good. I think that's pretty cool. But, you know, feel like there's so many people out there that work in companies, and then the companies are wondering why, you know, they're not, their revenue isn't there, and it probably is there, everyone. I'm just saying, their revenue is probably really there. It's probably who is actually behind the scenes of the managers. Listen, look at all the celebrities. Look at how many managers stole all their money and they trusted these managers. You never trust fucking people to be managing your money. That you just got to be careful. You got to know everything that's going on with your own money. You can't just rely on other people to go, okay, you got to look at your shit every day and see what's happening, what's going in, what's going out, especially if you have a lot of money, because you don't know. Because even a financial advisor, I know a few people that fucking had financial advisors that were stealing from them, and they thought people were so ethical. They couldn't even get their money. Listen, everybody, don't play. I know someone that had millions of dollars, and still to this day, that financial advisor will not allow these people. They have to go to them to get the money, and just no, and then you don't know what they're doing, you know, and then to come to find out, you know, they're not doing stuff ethical to your money. They're lying and saying, no, I'm putting it here, I'm putting it there. They're in control of your money, everybody. Remember that. Be careful with some of these financial advisors also. If they are, don't just go willy-nilly and getting people, because if you do, you're going to pay a dear price. I've had friends that had a lot of money that paid dear prices in certain ways with those people. And, you know, come to find out, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's fucking 10. My day's a fucking 10. Listen, every day is up there, man. Come on now. When you're living and you're on top of this freaking earth and not looking down as a ghost, it's a 10, right? It's a freaking 10. Don't play with me. It is a 10. Well, how would you rate your day, Bethany? I would pray to God you would say a 10, girl. I would pray. Over a 10, right? I'm too damn happy, people. Don't play with me. I'm a happy person. I live my life happy. I'm a goofball. I love people. I'm a good human. I love the Lord. I just live happy floaty. I ain't got time. No, my day is always rated good. Even if some shit goes bad, it's okay. It's a learning lesson. One thing I've learned as I got older, you know, is that even when you have those days where you get fucked up, when you're just days just so fucked up, then you feel like you're losing in every aspect. You're not losing, you're learning a lesson. You're learning a fucking lesson. And God ain't gonna give us every day to be perfect, everybody. It don't freaking work like that. God doesn't wake us up today and go, I'm going to give you every day of your freaking life perfect. That does not happen, because you will never learn a lesson if every day you woke up and everything was perfect. You would never learn anything. So no, I've learned through things that I've lost. I've learned through things that I've gained. I've learned through things that maybe I should have kept my fucking mouth shut, and I just, right? We all do it, everybody. We all do it because we're human. But nobody ever loses. Remember that. You are never a loser. Never in this lifetime are you a loser. You're always a winner. And when you feel like you're losing, you're not losing. You're learning a lesson. You're learning a freaking lesson about something. A lesson about what you did. A lesson about what you didn't do. A lesson about what you shoulda, coulda, woulda, or done a different way. It's all lessons learned. And I'm God serious. So you're never a loser. So that is man who created this loser mentality, everybody. Honest to God, it is us man who created a losing winning mentality. And God did not create this losing shit. You're not a loser in any aspect of your life. And you go, well, there's people sitting out there, and then some people, hold on a minute, now listen to this. There's some people that sit out there and go, well, how can that person be a winner when they're sitting on a park bench and they've done drugs and they look at them. They're not like me. I live in a house. No, there's a lesson to be learned. Whether it's through somebody looking at them, you learn a lesson because the value of what you have, or the lesson of that person. You have no idea. We don't know other people's pain, and we don't know the other people's lessons. That's why I don't judge nobody, because we don't know what God put on this earth for us to know, not know. So I don't live my life like that. I feel like everything's a lesson learned, not a loss. No, never. I don't never lose. Never. You always learn. You live and learn. Right? And that's the beauty of life, is when you can look at it like that and go, you know what? I may have fucked up today, but I learned something. I fucking learned what to do and not to do. We all mess up, everybody. We all fuck up, create havoc, do dumb shit. Everybody. I mean, this is life. Every single person on this earth. We do dumb shit, but guess what? We gotta sit back and go, okay, I know. I shouldn't have done that, or I should have done that, or maybe I should have done that a little bit different. But you never lost anything. Nothing. You gained everything. You gained knowledge from what you lost. Do you realize you can gain knowledge from what you lost? Because the knowledge of what you lost will make you a better person at winning at whatever you're going to win at. I'm serious. So when you think you're losing something, you're actually gaining knowledge of to do better at whatever you lost. Come on, serious. I'm just only being honest. I ain't no loser. Neither are you. Yes. Just living a dream, everybody. Just enjoying my life. Today's my day off. Well, I work at my business, but today's my day. I don't stress. I don't stress about nothing. About shit. Nobody should worry about nothing. Nothing. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. If an asteroid's gonna come, it's gonna come. Can you stop it? Abso-fucking-lutely not. If it's gonna hit you, it's gonna hit you. I don't sit and worry about it. If it's time for my asteroid to hit me, oh well, it's gonna fucking hit me. I don't even care. Dude! This guy on this motorcycle. Oh my God. I don't sit and worry about it, everybody. Don't sit and worry about death. I mean, everybody's sitting and worrying about dying. Child, worry about living. Worry about living instead of dying. Do you realize there's people out there in a hospital bed on their last words, and they're living longer than healthy people, are falling off the grips quicker than them? Live every day, everybody. I don't sit and fucking worry about it. But I ain't, ain't fitting sitting and go, oh God, I'm worried about dying. No. It's a part of life, everybody. A part of life is living to your best and potential fullest life. Dying is not an option. It is going to happen to every single one of us. So you're going to sit and worry about when your last day is? Absolutely fucking not. Oh well. Oh well. I ain't sitting and worrying. That's why I said I don't sit and worry. If somebody wants to kill me, guess what? Child, I ain't sitting and worrying. Yes, I know it's not a mess, everybody. Honestly, the van is not a mess. I promise you. It's just you're looking at the ceiling, and there's a lot of pillows back there, and it's clean. Those pillows are for the sit and think chairs now, so they will be out of here. So you're just looking at the surface going, oh my God, it's dirty. No, it's actually not. This van is very clean inside. Thank you very much. But you think I'm worried about it? Absolutely not. I can't. You just gotta wait until I stop. You just gotta wait until I stop my wheels. Because you know what? I'll read some of these damn comments. And see, I love your comments. Woo! Oh my God. There was a herd of deer. There was like 5 or 6 deer trying to jump over the thing. Oh, that car almost hit them. It almost plowed into them. There was like 5 of them trying to get over the meteor strip. Oh, poor deer. God bless the animals. Yeah, a disgusting, whatever. I don't even know what you're saying, honey. Just give me a minute if I can read these Do you see my eyeballs? Do you see my glasses? Give me time to read some of this shit, okay? I promise you time to. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. While you're at it, beating me up over the head, just hit the like, the subscribe. Now stay on with me. Stay on with me. Just if it makes you feel good to get it out of your system, to say whatever you want to say, I want you to say it 10 times. I honestly, because when you say something 10 times, by the time it gets to the 9th point, to the 10, you'll be so exhausted that you'll fucking like me. How about that? You'll be fucking like me. By the time you get to the 10th fucking post of hate, that 9th post, 9.5, boom, did a 10. There you go. Well, I can't help it. The sun's tearing my skin up. And I'm brown. So listen, the sun's fucking tearing my skin up. What do you want? The sun is tearing me up. So if you don't like my barbecued skin, you get the fuck up out of here. Do you think I'm worried about you? Go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, my. I'm living every life that I want to live, whether it's sitting in my van, sitting in my home, sitting in my backyard, sitting in the woods. I'm living my van life, best life. Whatever it may be, wherever I am at, I am living my best life. I don't sit and complain. I don't go daggering people over and over again with dumb shit. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I don't fool with drama. Very well. I'm a happy person. Yes, I'm living my best life at 58 years old and counting. However time the Lord gives me on this earth, I'm living it to my best and potential options. Right? There you go. That's all you can do, everybody, is focus on fucking your own damn self and what your happiness is, and you stop worrying about what other people's doing in their life. That's the trouble with the world. That's another thing, everybody. Live and let live. Be happy. Be fucking happy, okay? Whatever you do, be happy. Because life can come and go like this. Like this. And I tell you a story. I'll tell you the true story. One of my cousins, my favorite cousin, one of my cousins, we grew up together. He was an only child. And we used to play all the time, and we were best friends, and he was only like a year older than me, and he was the only child, but he had so many freaking health problems as he got older. And I have no idea. We fell out over, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I'm sitting here to this day and wondering why we fell out of talking, because there was nothing to fall out of communication. Hold a minute. There was nothing to fall out of communication. So I didn't know like what was going on. You know what I mean? I did not know. Hold on a second, everybody. I didn't know what we fell out of communication about. It had nothing to do with me. I don't know why we fell out of communication. And so we fell out of communication. And so I mean, everything, you know, just off of Facebook, everything. And I'm like, man, that was my best favorite cousin. Like, what happened to this life? Like, then he just died not too long ago. And it broke my heart so bad that it shook me down to every fiber of my core, because he died in very, very bad health at a very young age. And so you're going to go to your grave, you know, being so just upset and stuff over dumb stuff. Like, you know, we were friends. You know, we were friends, and to grow up like that, it just really broke my heart. It really broke my heart to think that my favorite cousin went to and I couldn't go to his funeral. I was so hurt and so devastated, because I'm like, listen here, I'm the type of person where, you know, you didn't want to see me when you were living, right? And you, for whatever reasons, you got mad at me or what have you. But then in death, I can't do it, because I want to look at happy memories, not sad memories. I don't live on sad memories. It doesn't work like that with me. It doesn't work like that with me. So I didn't go, and I just couldn't do it. I live my life happy. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, because I feel like this life is to be lived, and you can't just take everything to heart. You have to enjoy life. You can't take every fucking thing to heart. If somebody says, somebody does, you can't do it. That's not living. I'm not sorry. I can't be sorry. If I'm sorry, then if you're sorry about something, that means you shouldn't have done it. Remember that. Never say you're sorry. Because if you're sorry about something, that means that you fucking shouldn't have done it. No, I'm not sorry about nothing. No, it's not an option. No, I'm not sorry. So, the van is you know, so I'm just trying to think positive. If I wanted to live in this van, I would tell you. I would tell you. But it's none of your business whether I'm living in this van or not. I'm not. But if I wanted to, that's my business. Oh, Lord, there's Stubby or Bubby. Oh, Tina, it's right down in the description below. Look right down in there. You'll see all my information. It's Tina M Wright, Intuitive Beauty Babe. I think. I have different ones. I have different ones. What do you mean? Yep, that's the thing. But I'm just sitting here this morning. I just pulled off so I can talk to all of you. Hold on a second. Wait. I gotta get back in there. I gotta get back in there in the back and clean up the pillows later on. Later on, I got to. Not now. Not now. Not now. I'm just a happy person, everybody. I'm enjoying my day. Okay. I left Moon Dust behind because she gets crazy. So I figured today I can't take her with me. It's just too much. I need a break. She gets wild. She gets crazy. She'd be tearing up stuff. I know. I needed time to get my head together and clear my thoughts. She can stay home. She's a dog, right? After all, she's a dog. Oh my God. Hold on, everybody. I gotta look through my situation here. I gotta look at something. Hold on. They ain't none of your business. There you go. And you know, I did not eat yet. I should have got breakfast, but I forgot. I should have. I didn't even stop and I should have stopped and got something, but I didn't. I'll eat later on. I can't even see with that. Man, my eyes, I mean, my vision. Oh, God almighty. This morning, my vision is just, 1 minute it's good and the next minute it's bad. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't blame them. I'm not married, and I ain't worried about it. My mom told me never to get married. My mom was a real woman, like a realist. My mom and dad were married for 40 years when they died, back to back, okay? And one thing my mom and dad always told me and my brother, my older brother got married, but me and my younger brother are never married. My younger brother, he was never married either. And our mom told us, you gotta make sure that you can handle that. Getting married is no joke, My brother was never married. I was never married. And I really don't care because I really don't. I really could care less. I'm 58 years old and I do things my way. And so I don't need to be married to be validated through anything. Validation is in your soul and within you. You don't need a marriage certificate. You don't need a baby certificate. You don't need anything to validate things. That's just all man created, this dumb shit. Ugh. And I don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned of it. I mean, maybe someday, my uncle, he got married to when he was close to 80. So, hey, there's still time. I ain't worried about it. I'm not rushing off to the altar. I ain't really worried about it. If I ever get married, I could care less. I am serious. I ain't worried about it. Oh my God. And then you rush off and you do shit. Here's another thing. I have friends that do this stuff. When I was a hairdresser, for, oh my God, 25 years. I've heard everything. Guys coming in, oh, I'm paying so much child support, I can't even hardly live. It's like, man, you got to make some decisions. You got to be mindful of what you're doing because when you do shit, there's a consequence to everything. Everything in life, there's a consequence to. Everything. Having kids to different people, that's a consequences. Because if they don't take care of the kids, then guess what? You got to take care of them. I can't help it. Sorry, honey. I hear my glasses. I can't help it, honey. I'm sorry. I can't even apologize for my glasses. I'm not saying sorry. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. I can't help it. I got to wear my glasses. Yeah, that's right. But I just, I'm a happy, wonderful person. You have very beautiful feet. Do I? Yes, thank you. Yes, absolutely. I'm a happy person. I've always been happy my whole freaking life. Even when I was a little girl, I had an old soul, you know? I used to help my mom and dad and stuff, you know, like I was an adult. I'm serious. I used to like cleaning and everything. I'm not lying to you. I have like this old soul mentality. Oh my God. That's why the van, it is. There's too many pillows in here, but actually it's for a purpose. So, I mean, the van's getting cleaned out. It feels great to be awesome. It fucking feels wonderful. I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't want to be 40. I wouldn't want to be 30. I wouldn't want to be 20. I wouldn't want to be 10. I just want to be happy. I'm not trying to stop my age. Are you kidding me? I am grateful that I am nearing fucking 60. I'm literally, look, take it and own it. It's a blessing to live the life you live. I'm not trying to I'm just trying to be happy. I'm not trying to compete with younger people. They're in their own stage of life. Us older folk, we're in our stage of life. And yes, I am an older woman. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh no, I'm not an older woman. Damn right I am. I'm an older lady. Hold on a minute. I'm moving my chair with my feet. I'm an older lady, everybody. Fuck this. Seriously, I ain't coming on here lying to all of you. I'm 58 years old. I'm fucking happy. My grandmother lived to be 100, over 100. So, you know, I'm happy. Thank you very much. So each day I celebrate. I'm happy. I feel good. And I'm living it. Why do you live in a car? I don't live in a car. You said I'm living in a car. Did I tell you I'm living in a car? And as a matter of fact, this ain't a car. This is a van, honey, okay? And I'm not living in a car because I'm not living in a car. And I'm not living in this van. No, I'm not thick. Why are you sitting and worrying about what? I'm a skinny woman. What do you want? Everybody's worrying about people's weight. Get the hell out of here. You think I'm worrying about this? And you shouldn't be judging women. I don't care how I look on camera. If you think I look thick, that's your goddamn problem, not mine. I ain't worried about it. I don't live for you to worry about how my weight is and what I'm looking like on camera. I don't care. I don't give a goddamn. I don't care. So you know what? I'm a woman and I feel great. And I'm not worrying about if you don't like my fitness, my status, my look. I don't care. That doesn't affect me at all. When you get to be this age, shit don't. This isn't teenager shit where teenagers worry about how people perceive them and oh, you gotta be skinny. No, bitch. I look like this. If you don't like it, that's your fucking problem. If you think I'm thick, I will own that every day, but I'm not. I'm fabulous. So guess what? It don't affect me. Right? Thank you. And see, that's the fucking trouble with this fucking world. Here's the thing, everybody. And I see this and it makes me sad. You know, you see everybody walking around looking like a fucking, like a skeleton, right? I mean, it's scary. You see a lot of people in Hollywood looking like they don't eat food. You need to eat. You cannot look like bones that don't look good. That doesn't look good to walk around looking like you're a skeleton. Because if you get sick, you have nothing. You have no meat on your bones to sustain your life if you get sick. Everyone, my dad was a very thin man. And when he got very ill, he had nothing. He had no meat on his bones to sustain his life. You gotta have a substantial. Don't worry about what people think about you and how you look. They ain't paying your fucking bills. If they think you're fat, that's their fucking problem, not yours. Not yours. If my arms look thick, oh well. Who cares? You know, who cares? Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I look thick on camera. What am I going to do? I'm not pleasing yous. I'm not worried about it. I look wonderful in person. I don't know what the camera does, and I ain't worried about it. You're worrying about it. You sit and worry about how people look and stuff. I don't. I feel fabulous for my age. Mm. And this is why the young people have so many issues with self-esteem. I'm not joking you. This is why our young youth have so many issues with self-esteem, because of people like some of you telling them, "Oh, you're fat or this or that," when they're not. And then the poor young kids, they have it in their minds that they're fat, and they try to go on diets and all this stuff over fuck ups. No, it ain't happening. You live and you let live. You don't like my style, you don't like my weight, bye bye. You know, you don't like it, just, hit the rock. Thank you for that, honey. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe. Yeah, you just got off of work. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's my day off. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying my life. And it's nice out and stuff, so you know what? It's a day to enjoy stuff instead of all this worrying about shit. Worrying about what they're looking like. I'm not on here to look like a stick figure person. No, I eat dinner. I don't even eat. Actually, I don't even eat a lot of food. To be honest with you, I'm the type of person where I really do. I eat more vegetables than anything. I don't hardly eat meat. I eat more vegetables. I think it's just because I'm hot and I'm kind of fluffy. I eat more vegetables. You know, I like eating meat, but I mean, I don't eat a lot. I mean, I like eating meat, but I just don't, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't beautiful. All right, I'll take your name. All right, please, your boobs. This. Why are you worrying about my boobs? I'm gonna do that. Be nice this morning. Be nice this morning, because I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for this dumb shit this morning. Be nice. Hold on a second, everybody. I'm trying to look at stuff. Oh my god. Did you see all the hold on a second. Let me show you something. Let me show you the bag. Look. Hold on a second. These are my shoes that I'm wearing with this outfit today. They're just in that bag. But hold on. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what's in my bag back here. Hi, dear. Hi, honey. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe, please. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. I'm going to show you what stuff I have in this bag. I have all kind of drinks in this bag. Somebody donated these drinks to the van. Hold on a second, everyone. Hold on. Thank you for the flower, Josh. Thank you. I love you. Hold on a second. Let me go back there. Let me get back there. Hold on a second. Oh, here is that picture. I have to put this in a frame. I'm going to get a frame for this one today. It doesn't look like much, but remember I done this with the remainder of the paint. So hold on a second. I just have to go and show you more stuff. Hold on. I got to get the Okay, so I'll show you something what I got, everyone. Okay, I will show you what I got. Hold on a second. I'll show you what I got in my bag back here. I'll show you the bag, but then I'll show you the stuff, and you're gonna laugh, okay? But these drinks are, they're good. I would never buy them because I'm frugal. Thank you, honey. Look, so I'm gonna show you what I got. This is my art bag, right? That was my lunch bag, but I turned it into my art bag. But okay, back in here, I always carry stuff to drink and everything, because like Mr. Barry, like when he gets in the van, he always has to have something to eat. You know how older people are; they always have to have something to eat or what have you. But so here it is. Here is. The little, and then they always carry water. Yeah, I guess the van does look a little, I guess it does look bad. I guess it does. It's all the fucking pillows. I'm telling you, it makes it look bad. I swear, it's not me. I swear to goodness, it's not me. We will get back there and clean this shit up right now. But here's what's in there. Hold on a second. Okay, I got these. I like turkey. I like turkey meat better than any meat ever. I can eat turkey meat all the time. I don't like any other meat. I like turkey meat. So I got these I got these sticks to keep in the van. So I buy bags of these and I keep these in the van. So for the protein, okay? I just need something. Then I have these tissues. I get these at Dollar Tree. So then these were given to me. So these taste actually good. You know, listen, I drink Lipton tea, but I never tried these until I got these. Somebody had given me these, and these actually taste good. And then, you gotta have this. It's like, you gotta shit, you gotta piss. And when you're in a van, you don't know where you're at. And listen, I do have a bathroom back there. I really do. So, I never really had to. I mean, one time I've had to pee so bad, but then I went honestly, I had to pee really bad. But, and it was dark and I was in the woods. And, and the bathroom is way in the back of the van, and I'm here trying to dig out stuff so I would not get out of the van in the woods, right? And I'm like, I was trying to handle my business. And I'm like, oh shit, I got businesses getting ready to come. And so I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get a bathroom. Oh my God. Oh, right? And I'm like, but I know this is for men, and I keep this for Mr. Barry, but us women could actually use these. I'm serious. Us women can use these things. This has never been used, but so, what I did was when I had to go to the bathroom, I'll be honest with you. Can I fucking just tell you what I did? I didn't have this that I can just stick up my puss and just pee. I didn't have this. Hold on a second. So I'm like, hey, I grew up tough. I've pissed in the woods before, right? Going hiking, camping, whatever. A girl's not afraid to piss in the woods, okay? So listen, I'm looking around, see if any, fucking aliens or deer or anything are looking at me while I'm pulling my pants down. Well, I have my shorts on. And so I'm like, shit, I gotta go pee. And so grab that toilet paper and I just open the van door and I'm right there. I had to pee, everybody. When you gotta pee, let me tell you something. You ain't got time to drive out of the woods where it's your body's free, right? Your body's free. And I had my shorts on, and I just oh my God. So listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you are not, if you fucking can't piss in the weeds, if you cannot piss in the woods, then guess what? You're too goddamn bougie for this van. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. When you cannot, if you have to pee, and God forbid, if you better go back there quick and grab that toilet. Because this ain't gonna cut it. And it's gonna go in the back. And I never had to use this. See what I'm saying? I'm just a regular person, everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just am a happy go. I'm telling you the truth. You know, I'm not one of these bougie type ladies that are going to say, no, I would never pee in the woods. Damn right I would pee in the woods. As if I had to shit in the woods, I would. I'm just keeping it real. That's a part of survival. It's a part of survival. I'm not lying to you. What do you think the ladies did back in the olden days? What do you think they did back in the olden days, everybody? They had to dig a hole, right? And go to the bathroom there. We just got so above ourselves that we can't do this because we just got so used to everything, right? And that we just got so used to being comfortable that if in an uncomfortable situation, we are too good to go to the bathroom in the woods. When even Jesus went to the bathroom in the woods. Come on now. But we are so bougie and so arrogant. That is so above me to go pee. No, it's not. Just pull down your. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are you talking about? Sorry. Sorry says, did I ever ship? Absolutely, I did. I take cleansing pills to cleanse myself out. And of course I did. I'm driving along and I had my. Of course. Who didn't? Yes, I have. And I had to throw my clothes all out because I had my cleansing pills in me and it just hit me out of nowhere. I couldn't control it. I'm being honest. You want me to be honest or do you want me to lie? And I was laughing my fucking ass off, and the more I laughed, the worse it got. Everybody, I'm telling you. I'm only an honest. I mean, if you want honesty, you come the fuck on this channel. If you want bullshit, you go the fuck on over to somewhere else. As I don't bullshit any of you. I'm serious. If you want honesty, you come here and I will give you straight honesty. I'm 58 fucking years old. This ain't no Discovery Channel or history. Yeah, this is real van talk. Oh my word. But was I nervous because I didn't have my track lights on the side of my van? You know what I mean? I didn't have, usually I have these lights that they have magnets on the back. They go on the side of the van. And if anything comes around the van, it'll trigger the lights. They are awesome for van life. If you're sleeping wherever, and somebody tries to come around the van, they are awesome. So, I didn't have them on, so I couldn't see in the dark. I really couldn't see. I had to do what I had to do. Thank you. Oh my God. See, and I tell all of you everything. And I tell all of you everything. Why do you have to say stuff like that? And so I got so much cleaning in this van right now. It's not even funny. I know I got to go to the back and start cleaning up this van. I'm just procrastinating right now, sitting talking to all of you. And I know yous will hang in there with me while I clean this fucking van up, right? I know that yous will hang in there with me while I clean the van. Will yous or will yous not? Come on now. But I mean, if I clean the van, I might bust out a piece of art. I did try these colors that I got. Remember these colors I just got? Just for, little quick art. These were okay, everyone. If you get these at the store, they don't feel as powerful. Like the color doesn't feel seem as strong. But I mean, they'll do a good piece of art in a pinch, but you know, they're okay. Tell me the secret of those melons. Okay, you know what? I got good ones. How about that? That's the secret. That's the secret. I got good ones. There you go. Oh my God, these are something. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second, everybody. I have to do something. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, gosh. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna. Fabulous. Whew. I'm good. I'm good. Huh? Damn, the rest of the girls just having bad luck. What rest of what girls? I'm loving my life. Well, you know, everybody's body is not going to be the same, everybody. You know, everybody thinks everybody, obviously women, you know, everybody's body is not going to be the same, guys. You got to understand, there's some ladies out there that have there's some women out there that have kids and their boobs shrink or sag or what have you. Now I feel blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. You know, but I don't knock anybody else. I don't put anybody else down because, you know, everybody that has kids, their body's different. And so, you know, and not everybody can afford to, you know, so live your life. Don't worry about it. And ladies, if you don't have, you know, if your breasts aren't up to your par of what you want, don't worry about it. Live your life. Live your life. Live your life. Don't, because if a man's gonna worry about if your boobs are sagging or whatever, and he's not looking at your heart, that ain't the right person for you. You want somebody that's gonna look at your heart, not your body, because your body is your body, but your mind and where your mind can take you with your money is priceless. You know, gravity. I don't know. I don't think with these, but if it does, it does. But it, you know, my skin's very, very tight. So, you know what I mean? There's nothing going, you know, but I'm just saying for ladies that there's even young girls that I'm sure gravity is, you know, they're sagging, but that's life. Us women are not going to, you know, we're all different. Yeah. But you guys should not go, oh, well, you know, look at a woman and say her boobs are saggy or something. I mean, you just don't do that. Don't do that. We're all different. Yeah, well, why? Shut up. Yeah, I know they're saying a bunch of dumb shit. They are. And while you're sitting there, thank you. Even, you know, ladies, there is I don't know if you want to try this, but hold on a second. I got my lip plumper things. I don't even know where I put them. I think I might have them in my other bag. Hold on a second. I thought I put my left my lip plumpers in here. Hold on a second. Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. Damn. Oh my gosh, everybody. I just hurt myself. Oh, with my, I use this for work. I put my food in. I don't even eat donuts, but look, I just thought it was cute. I just have my food stuff. Hold on a second. Hi, honey. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Here's my other, these are my food bowls that listen, everybody, I don't play with plastic stuff, you know, because when you are taking your lunch to work, put it in a glass container, because and heat your food in a glass container, because the plastic will go into your food, and we already got enough plastic in everything that we eat, you know, in our drinking water, everything. So, you know, I always just carry these little mugs like that. They can heat my food in, because I don't like too much plastic. I mean, I'm even putting my water in a freaking glass container, because, you know, it's no joke. This plastic is seeping through, and it messes up your brain. Exactly. Yes, Rodney. It's bad. And a lot of little kids, like, people, you don't understand, like, they should actually put water, believe it or not, everyone. I'm going to break down a fact to all of you. The reason why I think so many people have Alzheimer's, dementia, all that is because the plastic, right, is so bad. And then you put water in a plastic container, which water should actually be in a glass container. Believe it or not, water should be bottled in a glass container, because the plastic is the water is absorbing into that plastic. And I'm telling you, that's why so many people are getting cancer. They're dying. Kids are coming up with all kind of things. Yeah, so that's why never, ever, ever put your food in always buy a glass container to put your food in. And because, and if you're heating it up, I always take these mugs here, and you know, and heat my coffee in these, or my food in these glass containers. And I got these big glass jugs that I'm gonna put my spring water in, because I am not dealing with this plastic stuff anymore, because it's so bad for your brain. If you want to live a long life, everybody, get that water out of those jugs and get it into glass containers. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. It's bad, and it's, if you want to live a long life without dementia and Alzheimer's, everyone, I'm telling you, you got to get rid of that plastic. You put your water, you know, in a glass container. And so I did get some glass containers to put my water in. I'm not playing with this plastic. No, there's too much people out here with Alzheimer's, dementia. I work with these people a lot, and I see what happens with the brain, and it's sad. In your jugs, yeah. Yeah, right. But, so that's why I carry that, because I just, But if you get your water, everyone, look at the date on your water. If the water you are getting, if your spring water you're getting has a date, and it's a date that's really way out there, do not get it, because 9 times out of 10, what happens is the longer that water sits in that plastic container, the longer all that plastic is absorbing into your water. So you want to get a fresh case of water, right? Or a fresh gallon of water. And when you get a fresh gallon of water with a fresh date on it, immediately take it home and dump it into a glass container. No joke, it's actually works. I know you're laughing, but I'm not laughing. I'm being honest. Look at the date on it and see what the date is on your damn drinking water. And you will thank me for your life being lived a long life and not having to worry about Alzheimer's or dementia. And a lot of you're laughing, but it's actually true. It is actually true. It's not funny. It's nothing to laugh at. You can take the tips or not. This is what I do. How do you think y'all think I have plastic surgery and everything? No, it's because I know what to do to have a healthy life. I know, but you got to keep it stored in a cool place. Keep it stored in a cool place. You know, put it in there, store it in what do you think they did back in the olden days, everybody? And here's the thing. Back in the olden days, people ate the most organic food ever and didn't live very long. Do you know why they didn't live very long? If they would have had the technology, the medical technology that we have today, the medication that we have today, people back in the olden days would have lived a very, very, very long life because they didn't have chemicals in their food. Everything was organic, right? And naturally made. And so what killed them was if they got a disease, there was nothing like they didn't have the technology like we do. So but they would have lived a very long life, people back in those days, because the water was fresh. It wasn't contaminated like our water is. It was just, everything was natural. We have all this technology and our food is so tainted with chemicals. Why? I mean, like, our food's tainted with chemicals, our freaking water is tainted with plastic, and we're wondering why people are only living up to a certain age. And we're wondering why out of nowhere everybody's coming up with Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer every day. It's like, oh my God, it's what we're doing to our own selves. Yes, exactly. It all comes down, exactly. And back in the olden days, they were thinking about doing this population control. Back in the olden days, they weren't even thinking about stuff like that. We think about this, and we do dumb shit with our world that back in the day they never done. I mean, this is real facts that I'm breaking down, everyone. I'm not making this stuff up. Yes, but now it's like, now I think I'm almost certain I'm accurate about this, everyone. So there's this kind of chemical that should not have been put in water or something like that, or there was a chemical to prevent it from getting bad. But I think Trump had made a bill that they don't have to worry about even cleaning the water out anymore. So that's even worse, everyone. That's worse when they don't have to worry about, treating the water. I mean, that's scary. But there's a lot of stuff that's out there that, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to live a long life. It's inevitable what we're doing to everything, to food, to water, our air supply. If you think about our air supply, everyone, right? And every day we have to breathe in the air, okay? Which at this point anymore, if you gauge, like I gauge the weather every day to see the air quality, because I have my inhaler. So I gauge, whether the breathing conditions are good or bad. Anymore, the conditions for breathing are bad. So, you take a person like me that has an inhaler, I have very sensitive lungs. That's a bad day for us trying to breathe. Um, every day, it's like, what is wrong with this? Why are we why is chemtrails constantly in our skies? You know, everything is to mess us up. We're messing our own selves up. Everybody, come on with this crazy shit. We are fucking our own selves up like there's no tomorrow. And we're wondering why we're not living until tomorrow. And we're wondering why everybody got health issues. It's terrible. Mm-mm. I'm just, back in the olden days, it wasn't like that. Back in the olden days, I mean, we're here pumping our kids with every vaccine there is and wondering why, when they get older, they can't have kids. Wondering why, they have so many problems, these young people. It's like we're pumping them with every fucking thing that's not good for their health. But we think it's good for their health. But no, it's not. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? I'm serious. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? But I know what Jesus would do because when Eve defied Jesus and ate that apple, when Jesus specifically told her not to eat that apple, and she did, she defied God. That was it. That was it. Yeah. Other stuff too. And after that happened, it's like God goes, I'm gonna hold on a second, everybody. So when troubles come, right? And we go, man, where's Jesus at? Jesus was already been there, done warned us not to do something, and we done it anyway. It's just like Eve when Jesus told her not to eat that apple and she went ahead and ate it. That's just a part of life that we do to our own selves. We know better and we still go and do it, right? Yeah, especially back in those days, because if they would get any type of disease, which they, you know what I mean, any type of disease back in those days would kill. That's why people didn't live very long back in those days. They didn't have the kind of yeah, fluoride. The flu kills, yes, but see, back in those days they didn't have all the stuff that we have, the flu medicine and stuff. That's why a lot of people died. Little kids died, families died when they get the flu, or bronchitis or anything like that. They would die because they didn't have no medicine to counteract it. But everything else was natural. Their food was natural. The air was clean, right? But it was just the diseases that killed them. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Did his homework on me. Thank you for reading, Chris. Thank you for letting me know you can read. Oh my God, Kristen. Yeah, don't worry. I did my homework on Tina. Yeah, she's freaking natural. She's freaking. I didn't go to Dr. Seuss and get this done. No. Oh, let me do this, everybody. Hold on a second. I have to take these off. They needed, actually, to be honest with you, yeah, they needed stuff that we have now. Now, some vaccines, okay, we have to, you know, there's some things that you really should have kids to have, because, you know, I've never had chicken pox. I've never had anything like that. Now, my brothers did. I never did. I never had none of that stuff. I never had anything like that. Yeah. But they needed it back then. If they would have had, but see, they didn't have any type of the medical stuff. So, you know, the technology with medicine wasn't that great back then. Unfortunately, and a lot of people died because it wasn't. And it's just, you know, it wasn't their fault. It's just that they didn't have that kind of technology. And now, if you think, you know, everyone, I know you know, this AI stuff, right? If you think about this now, if you think about AI, damn near anyone can almost probably be a doctor now. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. We can even talk about that. Anybody could probably be a doctor now. Because what's happening with AI, right? If you go, AI is so insane with the technology with AI that even doctors are relying on AI to do operations, to perform various things. So is it to the point where you're going to come down and anybody can be a doctor, because the technology with AI is so advanced that even doctors aren't successful, you know, they're not even out of it when it comes to AI taking them over also, because AI's in the operating rooms already doing the surgeries. You know, all they got to do is somebody's got to type it in, right? You know, somebody's got to type Somebody's got to type all this stuff in, and then AI just gets to work on the surgery. Now, if you think I'm making this stuff up, I'm actually not. I'm serious. So what anymore is your doctor going to be needed for? Next, we'll walk in and there'll be a robot there as a doctor, and it's going to be able to diagnose you just by looking at you. So this is the future of what's going to happen eventually, because the robots are going to take over. The robots are going to be programmed with this AI, Think about it. I'm serious. And the fucking robots, believe it or not, they'll probably tell you with accuracy probably what's wrong with you, over maybe a human. So you don't know. I mean, this AI stuff is really, really, really insane. Really, actually insane. I think what it's capable of. Absolute insane. You're looking at, thank you, honey. I'm just taking these things off the artboard, so I'm talking to all of you. Yeah, it's really, I'm telling you facts, everybody. I mean, yes, I'm God serious. AI is really taking over to the point where doctors, and this is truth. This is, if any doctors are out there, I'm telling the truth about this. I am. If you're a doctor. I'm telling the truth. But I think AI, listen, if they're gonna come in and look at it, I'm telling you, if a robot would you go to a doctor? Say I would try it. I would just try it just to see what they say. And a robot that's programmed with AI, a doctor robot. I'm telling you. I would literally, it's going to cut down, because these doctors only have, good 5-10 minutes with you. And that's all. Where the robots will take your time, and all they got to do is look in your eyes and tell you what's wrong with you. No joke, everybody. Eventually it'll come to that. And all the robot got to do is go, okay, stand in front of it, you hold out, and you let them scan your eyes, because your eyes are the window to your soul, right? And so if the AI robot doctor can scan your eyes, which is the window to your whole soul in your body, yeah. Yeah. That is no joke. And then it'll go, okay, well, this, and this, and you don't have this, right? It's crazy. And a lot of people think, that's made up stuff. No, it's not, everyone. This stuff, doctors are kind of probably getting worried too. They're probably getting worried about the AI. They, in their jobs, right now, yes. But in the future, come on. Yeah, exactly. What they want the person to know. But do you think it's already being tested, everybody? A robot doctor that's going to scan your eyes? Do you think Elon Musk is already in the process of having he might have a robot doctor that's programmed with AI, right? And they just come and they might greet you, hi, how are you? Let me scan your eyes and to check your pressure. Let me scan your vision. Hold a minute. Go into a robot doctor. Hold on. Hi. I'm Dr. So-and-so, AI Dr. So-and-so, right? Hold on a minute. Here's how it's going to be. Please take your glasses off so I can scan your vision. And then when you take your glasses off, you have to stand there probably still so they can scan your eyes, right? And then once they scan your eyes, then maybe they might scan your whole body, because, they're trying to analyze what's going on with you. And then from there, Leo says, Tina, no thanks. I am not going to know. Listen, I would try it just to see what they would do. I would literally try a robot doctor. It's the future, everybody. We're going to the Jetsons shit, okay? We're going to the... No, I'm just talking real talk. Why am I fucked up for talking real talk? Are you crazy? And exactly. They can't... Exactly. They can't go... I remember one time I had to get my appendix out, right? And I had this Indian doctor, and he wore this turban, and he looked at me, and I'm getting ready to go under, and he goes, "Are you afraid of me? Are you scared of me?" I'm like, "No, And then I just went out. Why? These fucking Indian doctors aren't no joke, man. They know what the fuck they're doing. Oh no, I said absolutely not. She's at home. Can't I have a moment without that dog? Oh my God. So, you know, get the belt and run and shot. Oh my God. You just want me to get the belt out? Sorry, I got to do this real quick for my art. Hold on a second. Just be careful with the... Yeah, I'm just saying. Listen, that's the future that's coming, everyone. I'm just only informing you of what the future of what's coming. You know, this ain't no back in the day. The older doctors that were the bomb, the older doctors back in the olden days, those old school doctors, I had to learn the hard way how to be a doctor, right? Man, they knew the remedies of how to keep you going, right? And I love older folk that are over 100 years old, because they can tell you real true stories, okay? So this lady, she was 103. Now she's probably might be still living. And she says that one time when she was a little girl, she got sick. And she said her mom, the old school doctor came. She never forget that the old school doctor came to their house, and she told her mom to give her 2 eggs to drink, and she will be all right. Now, can you imagine these young folk these days ingesting 2 eggs, and I mean just raw eggs? She said the doctor told her mom to give her 2 raw eggs and drink the eggs down raw. Now, back in those days, the eggs were natural, everyone. They were natural. They were all natural, all organic. So there was something about those eggs that was something curing in there. So she said she was so sick, and then when her mom told her to drink those 2 eggs down, she woke up and she was all right. Now, would a doctor these days tell you to go home and drink, give her 2 raw eggs to drink? Would they? Absolutely not, because the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to have a natural remedy to anything. Do you realize there's natural remedies to even cure cancer? If you eat beets, regular beets, everybody, you know, the beets that, you know, and I don't mean the beat to the music. Yeah, that's another remedy. But I mean a beet. Do you realize how powerful beets are? I talked to this lady, and this Spanish lady, and she said, I said, "Oh, you look nice." She said, "Well, you wouldn't have wanted to see me about a month ago." And I said, yes, vegetables. She goes, "You wouldn't have wanted to see me a month ago." And I said, "Why? What happened?" She said that she got so ill with cancer. Thank God she had a doctor that was an old school doctor that told her, whatever you do, eat as many beets as you can and you will be fine. She said she was down to 89 pounds at that time and thought she was going to die of cancer. And she went after the doctor's appointment. She said she went and got as many beets as she could. She ate canned beets. She said she ate beets until she couldn't eat beets anymore. And guess what? She battled cancer and she won from cancer. Now, are these doctors, and I asked her, I said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Was he an older doctor?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "That's exactly why you're still standing." Older doctors know remedies. Um, the younger doctors, and even, they're going to tell you about a pill, but I swear by beets. I eat beets every day, for health's sake. A lot of people, the reason why they're not eating beets is because they don't like them. I don't give a damn if you don't like beets or not. You better find a way to put them in your food, your drink, your smoothie. You better find a way to put them in there to prevent cancer, everyone. And I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, no, not them beets. I mean beets, like the vegetable beets, the vegetables, everyone. And so, and if you buy canned beets, everyone, if you don't want to go and boil your own beets, and I eat canned beets all the time. Um, you can put them in your smoothies. I eat them natural, okay? Sea moss is good, but that, is not curing cancer like the beets are. So if you want to beat your life and keep beating it for a long time, and it cures so many things beets do, you better figure out how to eat them. You better figure out how to eat a beet. If you want to stay living, you better figure out how to eat a beet. And I'm not lying to you. That food, beets, should be in one of the top foods, of the most sacred foods on this earth, because beets will save your life from so many diseases. And your doctor, and turmeric, I swear by turmeric powder also. What I do with turmeric powder is, I put it in everything. I buy, make sure you buy, I buy big things of real turmeric powder, everyone, real turmeric. And what I do, turmeric powder, sorry, you probably don't understand my language. And what I do is I will take like a spoonful of it and mix it through applesauce and ingest it that way. But here's the thing with turmeric powder, everyone. You gotta do half and half. You have to do half pepper, because just turmeric powder alone does not absorb in your body. You need the pepper with the turmeric powder to absorb it into your body. So, but just basic turmeric powder without the pepper is, yeah, you're not gonna, yes, it's definitely one of God's food, and so is turmeric powder, but you must do half and half. You have to have, like, so what I do is when I go and get a big thing of turmeric powder, I dump half of it out and put half, and then get a big thing of pepper, right? Thank you, baby. I get a big thing of pepper and I dump in that. And then you just shake it up and do half and half. And then that way the turmeric powder absorbs in your body very well. But without that powder, that turmeric powder is just going to sit there. It's not going to have the benefits that you need. I'm just only giving you little tips. I better get going. We're almost running into 2 hours. Chris said, Tina, bye. Have a blessed day. Thanks for the info. I love you. But I'm just only keeping it real. I'm only just giving you a little basic advice. Thank you, Chris. Come back later. But, I'm just only being honest with you. I'm just only just trying to give you little pointers on anything. I'm just, with beets, you don't have to do that. And do not, if you're going to health-wise with beets, I mean, you go to the grocery store and you get them and you just boil them yourself. Make sure that the water is spring water that you are in that pot boiling those beets with, because you want to drink that juice. So the beet juice gets all down into your system and helps you, because that beet juice, everybody, I'm telling you, when you boil when you make your own beets, right, and you go to the grocery store and you get them, and you're boiling them, make sure it's not tap water, because tap water contains so much stuff that hell even could cause you cancer. So if you're going and getting natural spring water somewhere, you dump that into your pot and boil your beets with that, not with tap water at all. And so after you do that, make sure that you have a lot of water in there, because that beet juice is what's going to help your brain and your body also. Do not put salt in there. Do not put nothing in it. Just leave it all natural. And I'm telling you, it's not even funny. Yeah, but see, if you use organic water, if you use spring water, you'll be fine. Not tap water. Well, yeah, if you have to boil the tap water first. Okay. Well, if the only thing you got is tap water, boil the tap water first. Absolutely, to eliminate all that bad stuff. So if you, even when you're drinking a cup of tea, everyone, and you don't have your spring water with you, your natural spring water with you, you make sure that you put that in a glass container, in a glass mug, and boil that water, okay, before you even go and steep your tea bag in it or your coffee or anything, because that'll eliminate everything out of it. Make sure you just, you give it a good zap, you know. But I mean, what can we do? The air is the air, the water's the water. When they say it's spring water, really it's not, unless you're getting it from a spring. Um, you know, so I just only giving you little health tips here this morning. Ow, ooh, everybody look. Oh, here we go. I'm tightening. Oh my God. Oh, everybody. Oh, it hurts. Hold on a second. Oh my God, my foot. Oh my gosh. I'll get to the back later on, because we're running into 2 hours already. So I'll get to the back later on when I come back on. I'll get to the back and handle all this. So I'll just, oh my gosh, my foot. My foot. Yeah, you can massage my foot. Oh my gosh, my foot hurts. Oh my gosh, my foot. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Oh, it hurts so bad. Thank you. Ooh, I got a pain. Oh, I got a pain. I'm just cramping up. In here. Thank you, baby. I love you. So he's coming back later. Oh my gosh. The van got a 331,000. How many miles do I got now? Damn, I traveled hard in this van. Ouch. Oh my gosh. I love you. Oh my gosh. Because I sat in the wrong position with my foot. I love yous, everybody. I made videos on all this stuff before. You just got to find it. I'll probably make some new videos on this stuff, so you can, know your health. But start now. Start getting your health good. Start enjoying your life. I love you. Drink some pickled juice. No. Don't be telling people to drink pickle juice, because guess what? If somebody has high blood pressure and don't know that, oh, you mean to get rid of the cramps? Oh, yeah, no, thank you. No, because I got high, no. That'll drive my blood pressure straight out of this atmosphere. And see, that'll mess up my vision. Yeah, if you don't have your health, everybody, I don't give a damn who you are on this earth, okay? You could be the richest person on this whole earth, on this whole entire freaking earth. You could be a trillionaire, a gazillionaire, but if your health is ailing you, you have nothing. What are you going to do? If you have bad health, but yet you have so much money that you can never enjoy it because your health is so, what's the balance out? Yeah, and he should have, I mean, if he would have, I'll tell you the truth, if Steve Jobs would have did the beat stuff, man, telling you, you gotta know what works. Yeah, Steve Jobs got taken out by cancer. It's no joke. But know what's gonna be good for you. And knowledge is power, everyone. Knowledge is power. So you're thinking, oh, she's sitting in the van and she doesn't know about this stuff. And no, knowledge is power. If you can get knowledge from anybody, that's power, If Steve Jobs was living, I would have told him, Steve, get those beats in your body right away. Even if it's in infusion, get fucking beats in your body right away. So that way that the beats can consume that cancer, right? Well, I'm telling you, beats are amazing. I'm just saying. I don't care what anybody says. Try it. If you have cancer, you know somebody that has cancer, have them eat a lot of beets. And I don't mean you just can't eat a couple and say, okay. No, you have to eat them until, so that that way they can, because beets, whatever's in them goes in and attacks the cancer, you know? So, you know what I mean? Well, I'm a firm believer in it, everyone. You can go ahead, but people that don't like beets are going to go, well, I don't like that. Well, then guess what? Figure out a way that you can eat it. Figure out if you have to put it in a smoothie, right? Do whatever you got to do to survive. Survival, do you want to survive? Yes. Survival is the key to having good health. Yeah, well, working out too, but I'm just saying, working out, you can fall over dead. I mean, just because you work out every day. I mean, I used to go to the gym every day. I worked out, but I'm just saying you have to have something else other than that, honey. I love you, 'cause I got to get going. I got to get going. I've talked to you enough. I've informed you enough, child, today. I'll be back later on. Thank you, baby. I love you. Look at you. Leo says, Tina, you look marvelous. I love you, baby. I love your fingers. Oh, gosh. Let me just... Honey, thank you. I'm gonna... I gotta... later on, I won't clean up the van until later on. How about that? I'm gonna sit and meditate in the woods. I gotta sit and get my vibe going. So by the time I get my vibe done, that'll be time for me to fucking come back. And yeah, I've worked out at the gym. I mean, that's why, my fitness is good. I used to go to the gym all the time, but now, I mean, I really don't need it, because if you do I do my jumping exercises, no, thank you, baby. I do my meditation. You don't need to be doing all that shit to be effective. I'm telling you this right now. That's a myth. I love it. I love you, everybody. No, that's not the key, everybody. To just constantly be working out. I don't work out anymore. I like power walking and taking swift walks, but your mind is so powerful. It can take you on a ride. I use my mind for everything, everybody. Honest to God, your mind is so powerful. I mean, you can't imagine. I sit and use my mind, everyone. I utilize my mind. Yeah. I use my mind. And so when you use your mind, exactly, just movements, mind over matter, mind techniques. I have to show you the next time when I come back on later on, like, I have to talk about this, because your mind is so powerful. You can use your mind to be youthful. You can use your mind in so many ways to heal your body, actually, of anything, but nobody takes the time. Everybody wants to reach for everybody wants to reach for a pill instead of their mind. Their mind is so powerful, and what people do every day is smother their mind, their brain, their powerful brain, with medication. They smother it. They're smothering up what God gave them with all this medication, instead of using your mind to strengthen your mind. strengthening the cores of your brain. People would rather go to a pill or a drug to do that. And even people that are very intelligent do that. And it's like, why? Your mind is so powerful. It will take you there. You don't need a drug, a potion, a lotion, a drink. And I'm going to probably show all of you techniques because it's just insanity level. Yeah, I'm serious. Nobody's crazy on here. I'm just being honest. Yes. Because if the doctor will tell you you need a pill. The doctor will tell you you need a pill. But Jesus will tell you that you need your mind. He gave you a mind for a reason. Not just to be on top of your head, inside skin, inside a skull. He gave you your brain for a reason. And not to just be covered by so much medication, right? Yeah. So, I mean, I love using my mind. I sit and just, the power of your mind and what you can do with it. It's even in the Bible, everybody. It's even in the Bible, written in the Bible, that if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Do you realize that no one has ever moved a mountain? Because they don't have no faith, and they have no faith in their mind, and they have no faith in their abilities to do anything. So I love yous, everybody. I got to get going because the comments are getting beyond worse at this point in time, and I'm not entertaining it. So I've got to go. I'll be back later on. If you don't mind, it don't matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. And I gotta go because I'm not listening to this dumb shit. Oh God. Let me get some. But before I go, I got this. And I'm going to spank your ass. Hit the like and the subscribe. Get up out of here until later on. I love you. Bend over. Bend over. I'll snap that ass. That's for my spank club. Come on. Where's all my spankies at? Where's all my spankies at? I love yous, everybody. You know we're going to have fun in the van. It just can't be all gloom and doom. It can't be all gloom and doom. We got to have fun in the van. We got to live life in the van. All right, Casino says, baby, I'm here. Let's push some buttons. Let's make some money. And let's get some spankings going on. Come on, Casino is here. Saying, shit, let's get this going, Tina. Let's get the fuck to the casino. Let's spank ass. Let's make money. Oh, my God. I love yous, everybody. Have a blessed day. I'll see you when I see you in a little bit. We'll clean the van. We'll walk through the woods. We'll take a hike. We'll do whatever. I don't know what the hell we're going to do when I come back on. What are we going to do when I come back on, everybody? Come on, seriously. Belt that ass. Belt it. Belt it down. Lift up that shirt. Lift up that suit. Lift up that suit jacket. Let me smack that butt. We got to mix a little fun in with it. We have to. If it's all just blah, 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 without no having fun. All right, baby Josh, bend over, baby. Baby Josh, just bend over. Bend over, baby. I'm going to put a chair outside the van. And I'm going to pretend, I'm going to get a pillow. And I'm going to, have the pillow. I'm going to decorate the pillow in various fashions. So I'll have a suit jacket, okay? I'll just have a black suit jacket and just go over it. How's this sound? Thank you, baby. Thank you, Flo. Stay. Gave you some flow state. Thank you. I love you. So I'm going to have a pillow, okay? But then I'm just going to have a suit jacket, a black suit jacket. Because listen, come on now. And then I'm going to bend it over and hit it. Pretend that. Then for the working guy that, like, you know, that doesn't wear a suit, but wears, you know, his flannels, right? I'm going to have a flannel shirt. And I'm up. Bend over. Right? Seriously. And then the guy that just, you know, is just wears his t-shirt, I'll just have a t-shirt there with fucking Aerosmith on it, right? Something cool on it, and bend over. And then I might have ladies that want to spank it. I don't even know, okay? Oh my God, I gotta cover all fucking bases on here. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Thank you for your gifts, your likes, your love. I love all of you. Did you fart? I think, yes! Miss Sean fucking A, I farted. Yes! Did you hear it? Oh, did you hear it? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh my God. I gotta get going. Yes! Absolutely. As a part of human nature. Did you fart today? Absolutely. No, not yet. I'm hoping to. Oh, did you hear it? Okay, good. You heard it? Well, everybody, I love you. I gotta get going. I gotta go. I love being on talking to all of you. Honestly, you know, if I wasn't so busy, I mean, I gotta get back into it. This is my passion. I love talking to all of you goofy people. My goofy loves, right? No matter if you love me or hate me, I love like coming on and talking to all of you. I love hearing all the bullshit too. I love all your bullshit. I love when a lot of you give me some bullshit. Bullshit. Oh my God. This needs fixed, everyone. This here, you know what? Look. That one here, I don't even know what the heck. I must have bought that broke or something. It broke because it slips down in here. And this one broke. I thought I would give you a good spanking with this. Give you a good spanking. Hold on a second. Where is the thing at? Ouch! I don't even, it's in there somewhere. When I clean out the van, I use these gadgets on all of you. Exactly. I got fucking gadgets in here for all of you to keep you company, to keep you stimulated. If I'm just freaking sitting and talking, all of you ain't gonna listen. I gotta have every gadget around. So I got different colors of these just to keep you stimulated, just to keep you happy, keep you coming back for more and more and more. I love yous. Let me go clean the van. Let me go get my life together. Let me go fix things today. I love yous. It's up to 2 hours. No, this is 2. Thank you, Richard. Love you, baby. Love you, everybody. Okay, are you coming back later on? I'm going to have different clothes on, probably. I'll probably change my clothes in the van. I know, I got to go get something to eat, too, everybody, to be honest with you. I got to bounce up out. Yes. I love yous. Maybe we'll have lunch together somewhere. Maybe we'll have lunch together somewhere. It's still early. Maybe I'll come back at lunchtime and we can have lunch together. Are you gonna come? Are you gonna have lunch with me? Are you gonna have lunch with me? Are you? I hope so. I hope you freaking have lunch with me. Because I don't want to eat by myself. I don't want to eat by myself. All right, baby, I love you. And what are we gonna have for lunch? Are we gonna have a salad? What are we gonna have? Yeah, no. Chicken. I know. What about turkey? You know, even turkey's getting expensive, everybody. Turkey meat is, I love turkey meat. I love turkey meat over all the meat. And that's getting expensive. I love turkey meat. You know, I love yous, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. that has just, yeah, I make turkey. I make a whole turkey, and then what I do is I slice it down and put it in soup and everything. That's what I do. I'm serious. I buy a whole turkey all the time, and then I cut it up, and because if you eat turkey, deli turkey, turkey meat that's from the deli, there's so much sodium in that. So I just make my own. Just go and buy a turkey, everyone. Here's what you do. You just, guys do the same thing. Just follow the directions. It's very easy to make a turkey. You just buy a turkey, right? And you have all that meat that you can just cut the meat up, put it in sandwich bags, put it in a freezer, put it in freezer bags. That way you have meat to put in various things. You already have your meat stash. That's what I do. I'm not lying to you. I make up a bunch of meat, whether it's chicken. You buy a whole chicken, and then I just cook them all at once. You put the turkey on the top, the chicken on the bottom, and then you just cook up your meats. Beef, actually, I like beef. My mom used to make beef every Sunday. My mom used to make beef, beef, my mom could make really good beef. Every Sunday she would make beef. And I remember that. But beef is getting so expensive. I haven't made beef in a long time. But my mom used to make it every Sunday. Beef all the time. But beef is very, very, beef is very expensive, especially if you buy the good quality beef. It's very expensive, but I love beef. I do. I don't see nothing wrong with it. People are saying that they're getting bit by ticks and not being able to eat beef no more. I don't think anybody can really afford beef anymore. Beef is very expensive. So I don't know. I haven't bought beef in a while because, I just really, it's on the expensive side now. And it's not that I don't want to not eat beef. I think that in life, if you look at back in the history of eating animals, beef was one of the animals that the settlers ate, and so you have to have an ample amount of beef, chicken, to survive, because that's what they survived on back in the olden days, is eating beef, eating lamb, eating things like that. So we can't just X out a certain meat product because we don't think their farts are good for the environment. Bill Gates, people have to eat an ample amount of certain fruits, vegetables in order to survive. That is how they survive. This has been going on from the beginning of time. So if you X out people eating beef, that doesn't cure anything. That doesn't even do anything. You have to have a stable diet of beef also. Everybody does, even little kids, everyone. And believe it or not, I know all of you are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but I like to have a little bit of the animal fat, because there's something in that animal fat that our bodies need to sustain, and everybody wants to run away from animal fat. But do you realize we need that in our body to sustain us, to sustain our health? No, we can't run away from beef. We got to eat beef, actually. You have to, even if you eat a little bit of it, you have to eat some amount of beef, to sustain good health. Everyone, come on now. Don't just take food stuff away from the food chain. Yes, animals fart. Oh, well, that's a part of life, I love you, everybody. Stay happy, stay positive, stay kind. Peace. I love you. See you later on.